Hey there boys and girls, Skillfaggy here and welcome back to another Counter-Strike Global Offensive video. So today guys I have another quick and short, hopefully, commentary for you guys where I can tell you some stuff about the AWP. And today's question will also be, is the AWP overpowered, or in general, is sniping overpowered or too strong in Counter-Strike Global Offensive? So the claim mainly comes from, if we just go back to the roots, mainly comes from people that just started out with the game. Because in general, Counter-Strike has a really deep learning curve. When you're just starting out, you're usually the noob that cannot do anything at all. And, well, in most cases that's right, because most of the mechanics are different. You got different spray patterns for each weapon. As soon as you move, you're screwed when you're firing. And the AWP kind of is like it's a sniper rifle. You have to scope it and then you can shoot it. It's kind of similar to other shooters like Call of Duty, Battlefield, like the big AAA titles that people usually play and know. So most new players will be somewhat familiar with the AWP because it's not that different from usual other sniper rifles. So they tend to say that of course the AWP might be too strong because the other weapons are not what they're like used to be in other games. The newer players aren't used to actually countering the recoil, getting the spray pattern down, standing still, doing the starter stepping. These are all very different tactics from usual AAA shooters. So this would probably one of the first claims why people would say that. Another thing is, of course, if people haven't played competitive yet, because of course in deathmatch you can just buy every gun you want and just go at it and kill everyone. And in that case, I gotta say, the AWP is really strong because of course it's a one-shot, one-kill weapon, as long as you're not lagging them, which of course means hitting them in the leg. The AWP has some advantages like the fatal damage, the high penetration power, and of course it's very accurate at long range. However, it also has disadvantages. For example, the low rate of fire, it's very loud and has a distinct firing sound. It's very heavyweight, so you're going to move a little bit slower, I think about 20% slower, something like that. It's very expensive. This is where competitive play comes in. It costs $4,750 and it has a really low kill reward of only 100. So the usual kill reward is 300. And like that, you're not getting a lot of money. Even if you're killing the whole enemy team, you're just getting $500, which is not a lot. So you really have to stay alive if you're using the AWP because you cannot afford to buy it every round. It's just not possible. It's just too expensive and it's just not rewarding you with the money that you need in order to buy another one. Also, of course, since the sound is very distinct, people usually know what weapon you're using, and of course this also means as soon as they hear you, they know, okay, he has an AWP, and they basically will adapt to that playstyle that you probably have when you're using AWP. And as soon as you shoot, since it has a 41 round per minute cock bolt action time, I don't know what's called, of course, like that, people will be able to basically time you. They will hear a shot and then they will just pick you out. You can see that in many pro-competitive plays, people who have an AWP, in most cases will actually drop it for a fully automatic weapon like the AK-47 or, for example, the M4A4. Excuse me. Because like that, you're actually able to kill multiple people because you're able to fire a lot more bullets in a shorter period of time. If you have the AWP, it's one shot, hit and miss. If you hit, you win. But if you miss, you're dead. And if there are two people at the same time, so if you haven't set up the gunfight in advance so that you're only able to kill one, or better said, to be seen by one person, you're screwed because you're not able to fire quick enough, you're not able to switch your sidearm quick enough. Most of the time you won't be able to like retreat quick enough into cover to protect yourself from the enemy fire. And this is why the AWP really isn't all that overpowered. And also, in another like matter of fact, or as another matter of fact, the AWP has been nerfed a lot. There's no quick scoping anymore, there's now this blurry scope when you're moving a lot slower when you're not scoped in, which makes peeking a lot more inconsistent. So I really do not think that the AWP is not overpowered. Of course, in deathmatch it might be annoying sometimes, but yeah, there's that. Let me know what you think. I think it's pretty much all for now, so I hope you enjoyed the video, and like Skillfaker out.